Interest in using forest biomass for renewable energy has grown over the past few years, and it should come as no surprise to hear that much of the attention has been centered around Georgia. Damon Jones tells us how this particular industry not only benefits the producers, but also the environment.
With more than 80% of the biomass used for energy coming from the forestry sector, many tree growers are becoming more and more interested in a new marketplace for their product. And that's never more evident than right here in Georgia.
We've got big growth in wood pellet plants. The electricity sector is looking at biomass as an option to get away from coal. And also the liquid fuel side is starting to come together as well. So the technology's coming together, but also Georgia's got the wood, a large, sustainably managed forest that's globally competitive with its wood supply system. A lot of the pieces fall into place well here in Georgia.
That could be good news for many timberland owners, as more competition means more business for their company.
One reason bioenergy is important is it provides another market for timberland owners and tree growers, so it provides them an opportunity to sell more wood to more markets. It's also got an important competitive aspect. When you have new wood users, now you're competing for a raw material with your traditional forest products sector.
However, it's not just the landowners that would benefit from this new industry, but also the environment.
If landowners don't have markets for their trees, then they lose the financial incentive to continue growing trees on their property, and they convert to other uses. And many other uses for the land are not always as friendly to the environment as having trees. So really, it's that continuing that financial incentive to private landowners to continue growing trees on their property.
While many experts are cautiously optimistic about the use of bioenergy and its benefits, the marketplace is still not fully developed, and a big factor on whether or not it reaches its full potential could be the government.
A lot of times, the regulatory burdens on developing these new facilities are so great that it's hard for them to develop. So I think really if our government could be a supporter to this industry and could help us out, then that would be a great incentive to this marketplace developing.
As for how big this industry could become, that might be limited to the amount of resources that are available.
It's always going to be limited. While trees are renewable and we can replant them after we cut them, we can only do so much of that. So if you look at a sector that is, in the 3 to 6 to 8% of our energy use in the U.S., it's probably always going to be there, but it'll always be there. And if we get more efficient and conserve more, that percent would grow.
And that could be a major step in energy dependence, not just for the state, but also the entire country.
This offers us the region in the southeast where we don't have great solar energy resources, where we don't have great wind resources. It allows us to play a part in the solution to how can we have energy independence and renewable energy in the U.S. So that's a great role biomass can play. We have the trees here. We can utilize them and be part of the solution to the country's energy needs.
Reporting from Forsyth, I'm Damon Jones for the Georgia Farm Monitor.